And I've been trying to find this thing called happiness ever since my youth. But it seems since birth I was just born with 3 strikes against my soul. And I'm trying not to be sentenced into eternal fire after existing in a world that I consider being way too cold. Now people say in order for me to write a poem like this, I'm way too bold. See, never mind the fact that once upon a time black people were sold, or a muscle-bound nigga was just worth his weight in gold. But people don't understand that I just can't write about a field full of lilies from all them stories I was told. And I can't write about shit like having my own room as a child. And I can't write about how my mother was so proud of my report cards due to my depressed state over her psychological profile. And I can't write about how I grew up to be a soldier for this great nation without getting into how I was denied time and time again from continuing my education through the rejection of my college applications. Or how the proclamation ain't really got a goddamn thing to do with a Haitian, so I just can't write about how everything in my life is fine. See, I live in a state where the police choose your fate, where the sentence is being jailed or shot 41 times. And in order for me to deal with this world, once upon a time, I had to snort not 1, not 2, but at least 3 lines. And I can't write about all the religions I tried. And I can't write about how people told me God would never leave me, but I can't recall not one time he stood by my side. And I can't write about how I grew up in the inner city without some rich ditty trying to show me they care through financial pity, like it was only money I was missing. And I can't write about the countless drug deals I did at my mother's home and not even stop to think that it was my mother's life I was risking. And I can't write about how after my father left, all the dating mistakes my mother made. And I can't write about all the tears I seen fall from my eyes from all the games her boyfriends played. And I can't write about the attempted molestations growing up with the frustrations of was it all my fault. And I can't write about how when my uncle used to pull my drawers down, I was thinking it was natural, and I can't even begin to tell you what the fuck my uncle thought. Just to realize years later the same thing to him his father brother taught. And I can't write about how my father proudly watched me grow. And I can't write about my love for another person because all my love walked out when he left 27 years ago. And I dare any one of you to write about happiness after your younger brother and sister looks at you like you were supposed to know. And I can't write about black queens because my mother was always referred to as being a bitch or a hoe. And I can't write about long walks in the park because I was dodging bullets just trying to make it to the corner store. And what people don't understand is that if I just had to write about happiness, I just couldn't write no more.